Hey you, it's Bia the Prophet here, and I am ready to guide you through a law of attraction reading. Welcome back if you have joined before, and welcome if you're reaching these readings for the very first time. I appreciate each and every being joining this meeting. Follow me now in this infinite moment for a message for the collected and individuals. Set an intention. You already on some level know what you want this reading to clarify. You attracted this reading and I am cooperating with you. As I am pulling the cards, use your intuition as well. Let us know any additional connections you made in the comments below the video. And the collective will benefit from the collective intuition. This is a body, mind, and spirit message addressing the basic human needs for self-actualization aligned with the 9 chakras. Let's start with why Spirit has called this meeting today. We have one card out and no other cards came out. So we're going to talk about what we have here. It's the 4 of Earth. The 4 of Earth talks about structure, stability, manifestations. 4s do. In particular, the 4 of Earth is about generosity and giving, spending and being open with that. Respecting your own needs and desires. And we see in this card it's funny because in this card she's buying a gem. Like it's almost like she's buying this gem because it matches this outfit, like an impulse buy. But I've been completely obsessed with gems in this card, and they're in several different cards. There are these different gems. There's red and blue and green gems, and then in a couple of readings ago I was noticing the red gem. It looks like it's being passed down or passed to someone. And then here she's finding the gem. And now it's reminding me of Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones. So the 4 of Earth is in the position, the spirit position, which is aligned to the crown chakra. This is what you're meant to understand and what spirit would like to bring into focus. Let's see what we have. This card like wafted out. Let's see. It's the 6 of water in the position of mind. So this is the current focus of your mind, aligned with the earth star chakra, which is below the feet, between the earth and the body. It's what you're meant to acknowledge. The current focus of your mind is the 6 of water. And interesting, the 6 of water is about familiarity, comfort, and pleasure. It's reconnecting. Could be with an ex from this lifetime or another one, meaning you may have met the person that you're reconnecting with in this lifetime, or you may have met them in another lifetime in which you would have a sense of familiarity with them without like really knowing why. So I'm leaning towards that particular scenario just because the first word that came was familiarity. Familiarity. And then we have the Queen of Earth in the body position, which aligns with the Gaia chakra. So this is the chakra that is connected to us, but in the earth as well. It's what you are meant to trust because it is your connection to the divine. So with the crown chakra, we imagine that there is a space that is between us and the ethereals, and we get information possibly like downloaded in through that chakra. But we are always connected to the divine that is within the earth. So it's within and without. But the earth is just as much a part of the collective as each of us are. So we have here what we're meant to trust, how we're feeling in the physical, is the Queen of Earth. And when these cards came out, and they came out together, which is interesting, they came out one after another in a recent reading as well. So I was getting like counterparts in that reading, which the 6 is kind of about that. This is like the soulmate card in the minor arcana. But I was getting feminine and masculine energy, meaning allowing and acting. Feminine energy is allowing, and the allowing part of manifesting, and masculine energy is the action part of bringing in a manifestation. So here they are coming out together, but this time the king is coming out as a clarifier for the queen, along with the 7 of earth. Before, when these came out, they came out with the 6 of earth. But the king, I was just talking about me being obsessed with the gems, and here the king and queen have these gems in their thrones. But now what I'm noticing, I'm just noticing that I thought that their thrones were the same in the last reading, but they are not. They're just slightly different in that the queen she doesn't have a blue stone in the middle, and she doesn't have the green stones, but the other stones are the same. But here we see the green stones are, the green stone is being acquired. The red stone has already been acquired. So maybe you want to look up, because I'm getting Thanos again. Maybe you want to look up what those infinity stones mean. Maybe you already know the red one and the green one. So it's like you are, because I couldn't figure out who is going to, I mean, you could have gems, actual gems in your life, but perhaps the gems are symbolic of what they were symbolic for in the Marvel universe. So the red stone was first, and the green stone in the readings. The red stone and the green stone are two that are in play right now. I can't remember what those stones stand for. I keep trying to shuffle, but I haven't talked about this Seven of Earth yet. So let me just show you the Seven of Earth that fell out. Oh, I haven't even talked about the King yet. In the position of security, how you're feeling about your sense of security. This is aligned with the root chakra. We have the king, and the king is secure. The king is on top of everything. The king is accomplished, charismatic, abundant, reliable. So these are descriptive words for how you are feeling about your sense of security. Did I even talk about the queen? I think I got off track. The queen is abundant. This is how you're feeling in the physical, that you have abundance, and then clarifying that this is how you're feeling about the reason why you are abundant. And then we have the Seven of Earth in the position of health. This is aligned with the sacral chakra and what you are meant to take care of, either cut out or nurture. The Seven of Earth is about rewards, results, the growth and the progress, the perseverance, the patience, the planning, all of that coming together into rewards. You can see that she has these very large and healthy flowers from the seeds that she planted. And nurtured. And intended to grow. Maybe I meant to notice something. I was going to say something about this bird because in the last reading, in this position, it was the no, maybe that was 2 readings ago. The Six of Fire was in this health position, and there were flowers. I can't remember what I was going to say. It just kind of like flew out of my mind. Interesting. I can't even almost get it back. It's like there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Okay. But I was focused on this wall, and I was thinking about what might be on the other side. Excuse me, on the other side of this wall, and the fact that the wall just kind of stops right here. So that is a message from this card. The wall stops right here. Here's where the wall stops. Like anyone can go around the wall. This wall is not meant to keep people out. This wall is meant to provide relief from the sun, from the heat on the flowers, but not like the wall was built for the flowers. The flowers were planted here for the wall, but the flowers are for anybody to see. And then we have the wheel coming out in the position of esteem, which is aligned with the solar plexus chakra. So this is what you do, your best quality and skill. I'm getting travel from this card. This is a card of travel. And it happens, what the card that's like on this wheel, there are depictions of all the cards in the deck, and it looks like she's looking at the Chariot card, which is also a card of travel. So as if travel is anticipated. But she seems so serene. So perhaps travel is anticipated and it is going to be serene. So your best quality and skill would be to travel serenely. So without chaos and unexpected things, just an easy travel. I was gonna say safe travel, but that's not the word. I'm hearing que le vayan bien. And then we have in the position of belonging the Knight of Air. And the Knight of Air is the energy that you can use to create the love you need for the actualization. The Knight talks about being assertive, being direct, being focused, and defending your beliefs. This card is talking about sudden and unexpected changes, but I literally said traveling with, no, okay, so being serene when you travel is a state of mind. And in order to be serene, you have to have some things that you don't expect. Otherwise, thank you. Otherwise, it's just you traveling alone and you don't need the descriptive word. So there might be things that you don't expect, and your best quality and skill is being serene in those moments of things that you don't expect. But I'm getting like the feeling of like just kind of floating through it, floating through. Kind of like this unicorn is going to be doing when it takes off into the air, kind of like just like soaring, like a bird that, the kind of birds that soar where they're not like flapping their wings to fly, they just seem to be floating in the air. So floating, serene. The Knight of Air and the Wheel are clarifying this Six of Water, remember. This card has the Temperance card, and normally the Temperance, the Archangel, is mixing to alchemizing what's in the two cups in his hands. But here, he's alchemizing like two people. And then we have in the position of the actualization, which is aligned with the throat chakra. So what you speak, how you will be expressing yourself in the actualization, we have the Lover's card. And the Lover's card is about, well, it's about love. It's the ultimate love, the unconditional type love, the love that can be manufactured inside of us regardless of the conditions, but then influence the conditions because it's the energy that we use to create. The Lover's card has the affirmation that you have the right and the power to make your own choices, and you know these choices will work out for you. The Lover's card recently came out. He's also has this green gem. So in a previous reading, there were 2 red gems. In this reading now, we have 2 green gems. In the last reading, we had 2 cards fall out for all of these higher chakra positions. So again, the red and the green. It's funny because I just was drawn to the wall and there's like red and green right here in this, the way the light is playing off of this figurine. You can see red and green here in the top of the dragon and here in the bottom. And then let's go ahead and see if we can get words of wisdom from Spirit using this deck that would further clarify the reading. I'm noticing that the wheel and the interesting, the way that came out. The wheel and the 7 of earth have the same archangel energy. And I'm just going to look at the book really fast to see what that archangel is. So it's Archangel Gabriel, the angel of motivation and action, spins the great will to send you on the next phase of your life. Now we have in green the message that would help clarify this reading is understand your body. Understand your body. Understand your body. Well, let me look at the book. I haven't seen that card in a long time. Understand your body. To have this valuable experience in the physical dimension, your soul needs a body. The decision as to which vehicle will best fulfill your soul's blueprint is of the utmost importance. A lot of humans ask, what is my purpose? And the bigger clue is looking back at you in the mirror. Understand this. Your higher self and your guides help select a body that is solely created by nature. The body, its genetics, race, and gender, sexual orientation, and geographical location are of the earth dimension. The spirit realms do not control these things, but these factors are known to your higher self and guides before you incarnate. As an analogy, if you want a car that's brand new, blue convertible with a V8 engine, you don't get inside of a used green minivan and will it to change. What you do is this: you go searching for a car that will fulfill your needs. That's why it's important to know and understand your body. It provides insight as to what lessons you are here to learn. When this card appears in your spread, ponder, why was this body chosen? Ooh, interesting. It's so interesting because it's talking about here, I was talking about genetics in the last reading, and in a reading a few weeks ago, I was talking about how I chose my car based on very general, kind of superficial criteria, just the color. And here it's talking about, but I was talking about just the same concept. I wanted a gray car. And so I wasn't willing to entertain any other cars because it wasn't that, because everything else was overwhelming me. I couldn't just sit and enjoy thinking about all of the other factors that go along in cars, but I was very sure, and therefore with this overwhelming decision, I could have joy just focusing on the fact that I knew I wanted it to be gray. I would love it to be gray because I was enjoying all the gray cars that I saw around me. So it's bringing both of those concepts together. Something about genetics and blending, but asking yourself, what did it say? Ask yourself, why was this body chosen? How does the body that you have help you? Don't think about how it doesn't help you, because that won't help you. How does it help you? What does it do for you? For example, I'm getting this example. A long time ago, I was watching a TV show, and it was like a profound moment for me. I think it was called Wife Swap. So it was a long time ago. And in this show, they would take two families that seemed, they didn't have a lot in common, and they would swap the wife. And so the idea was like the wife was like the foundation of the family, and if you change the wife, you fundamentally change the family. And so the family would learn from the new wife, and the new wife would learn from the family, and then hopefully, at its best, these two families would be greater because of this experience, right? So anyway, in one particular episode, there was like a wholesome Christian family, and they swapped with this family of people, and they were tattooed and they were like goth. And so it was like a shock, but you have to have that shock value to keep the show interesting. Anyway, obviously the tattooed goth looking person, she was obviously lovable by the family, like, oh no, we would have never interacted with a person like this, but she had the same wants and needs and love, and what she wanted for her children and her family and her life was so similar to them, and they realized that she wasn't so different from them, right? But the husband, meanwhile, was talking about the reason why, and here's the point, guys. The reason why he was explaining, and it was just so articulate, the way he explained that the reason why he looked like this was to keep people like that away from him. People who would judge him based on his exterior, that wouldn't take the time to get to know him. So he looked like this so he wouldn't waste any time on people like that. And then he gets into this situation where his family is literally swapped with that kind of person. So he has this, wholesome, supposedly wholesome Christian, goody two shoes type of wife now that he has to interact with. So he spent his time, money, and energy making himself look a certain way so that certain type of people wouldn't come near him. And then through walking the path of his life, ends up in a situation where he is being asked to be looked at and to look at this other type of person under a microscope. So he doesn't want to be judged, but he is judging those other people that they will immediately judge him. So he is not better than them. And that's what they all learned, that, neither one of them is better. They're just different paths. So why have you chosen the body that you have? What are you trying to do? And that will help you understand what is coming towards you. Okay, I wasn't expecting to say that, so that's why I said it, but there we have it. And then finally, we have the Three of Water in the position of the answer, and this is aligned with the intuitive brow chakra. It's what you're meant to see, what you're meant to learn. The Three of Water is about friendship. Friendship turning into romance.